Today in our 2010 Land Rover LR2, we're going to take a look at and show you how to install the Curt Custom Fit Class 3 Trailer Hitch Receiver. This offers the 2" by 2" receiver tube opening. Its part number is C13052. Now here's what your hitch is going to look like once you get it installed on the LR2. You're going to see it pretty much all the way across the rear of the vehicle. You'll have the round tube there. Now this tube does angle up a little bit more than some of the other hitches. That's going to give us a little bit better ground clearance. It kind of hugs the bottom of the car a little bit more. I think it looks a little bit nicer in this way. In the middle here, we're going to have the 2" by 2" receiver tube opening. That makes it an extremely versatile hitch. It's a Class 3. Just about any type of hitch accessory they make, bike racks, cargo carriers, ball mounts, of course, things like that, they're going to come in a Class 3 variety. They finished it off with a nice flush reinforcement collar there. This is going to be inside of your bumper, so you really shouldn't have to worry about bumping into it with your legs or anything like that. Any accessory you put in your hitch, you're going to secure using the pinhole here. You can see there's plenty of room around there, so whether you're just going to use a regular pin and clip, anti-rattle, bolt, or locking hitch pin, you shouldn't really have any issues. The safety chain connection points are a round steel stock material. The holes are going to be plenty large enough for whatever size chain you'd want to connect there. Now as far as weight ratings go on our hitch, whether you're using it just as a normal style or with a weight distribution setup, it's going to give us a 400-pound tongue weight rating. That's the maximum downward force we can put at our receiver tube opening, and we have a 4,000-pound gross trailer weight rating. That would be the total weight of your trailer and anything you were going to load up on it. And you definitely want to check the manual on the LR2 to see what its tow rating is and use whichever set of numbers are lower. Now a few measurements that will be helpful for selecting ball mounts, bike racks, or hitch cargo carriers will be from the ground to the inside top edge of our receiver tube opening. We've got about 15.5 inches. Then from the center of our hitch pin hole to the outermost edge of our bumper, it's about 4.5. Now our hitch is going to use 5 attachment points during the installation process. 2 of those are going to be on the driver's side frame rail, just above the tailpipe here. We've got one located right here and one just behind it, right there. You can see we've pre-treated it with a little bit of spray lubricant. We're going to do that again. Now I'm going to use a nylon tube brush. This is part number 814092. I want to kind of get in there and clean those threads out. Now with those cleaned out, we're going to check just to make sure we can get our bolt started, and it's going to thread in pretty freely. Looks like that one's going to be fine. Check the one a little closer to the back here. Now with the help of an extra set of hands, we'll get our hitch lifted up into position. You want to guide it over the tailpipe, and then they'll be able to put it up over on the passenger side. Now as you put this passenger side up, be sure it's on the inside of that flange. Get our rear hole aligned here. We'll place our bolt up in, and we just want to get it started. 4 or 5 good turns, make sure it's in there well. Then we'll go place our bolts through on the other side. Now on this bolt, you want to start with a lock washer and then a flat washer above that. Now on the passenger side, we're using the smaller bolts. You want to place a flat washer on, then we'll feed those through the hole in that tie down bracket through the hitch, and on the inside we'll place on a flange nut. Now for the forward bolt on the driver's side, you'll have to hold the hitch up a little bit. Just kind of work it in, and then just do the same thing. Get it started really well. With everything started, we'll go through and snug it up. We'll be using a 22mm for our 2 bolts here on the driver's side. Now here on the passenger side, for the nut, you'll need an 11/16, and you'll need a 5/8 for the bolt. Now in the instructions, you'll find your torque specifications for all the bolts. Once they're snugged down, we want to go through and get them torqued properly. With everything torqued down properly, that's going to complete our installation of the Curt Custom Fit Class 3 Trailer Hitch Receiver, part number C13052 on our 2010 Land Rover LR2.